new secret lair was accidentally leaked via the Singapore official Magic Facebook page, and we get to reap the benefits. The new secret lair is called Secret Lair Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves in honor of the upcoming D&D movie. We'll begin with Zang Paladin Unbroken, 2 of anything and 2 white for a 2/4 legendary creature human knight with double strike. Auras you control have exalted. What? All auras get exalted? This plays right into every single auras deck in every single format that's ever existed in Magic. Wow, I'd say right now Light Paws is far and away the most popular and powerful auras commander, and while Zang could go into this deck, I think I'd rather have it command the army instead. Double strike is really what sets this apart from other aura synergy attackers. As part of the 99, Zang is basically just another all that glitters or ethereal armor. Attaching Exalted to each aura is basically like adding +1/+1 for each aura you control, but as the leader, that double strike stacked with a bunch of auras, that's going to end the game real quick. And while Light Paws, Mazzy, Gallia, Ural, and all the rest have very strong and varied abilities, you cannot underestimate the explosive power of having double strike on your readily accessible win condition. If auras are your thing, Zank is worth a shot as a commander. It is a solid card. Simon Wild Mage Sorcerers, 2 of anything and 1 blue for a 1/1 legendary creature human elf shaman. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell with mana value 3 or greater, roll a d20. You roll 1 to 9, each player draws a card. You roll 10 to 19, you draw a card. You roll 20, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. I kind of love this card. We don't have nearly enough support yet for a mono-colored d20 deck, but there are some interesting cards we get to include when it does happen. Ancient Silver Dragon, Diviner's Portent, Wizard Spellbook, really cool stuff. And while Simon isn't overly powerful in and of itself until the D20 deck can become a thing, it fits into the 99 just fine in plenty of spell-slinging decks that care about refueling. Izzet decks love drawing cards, even if half of that draw will also be helping the opponent. But those odds get a lot better when you're running Simon in a deck with Barbarian class. I'm thinking Faraday, Devil's Chosen, maybe even Mira the Magnificent if we're getting really wild. It'll be fine, it's not a big deal. It's a neat card all around though. Forge, Neverwinter Charlatan, or in other words, friggin' Hugh Grant on a Magic card, I love this game sometimes, is 3 of anything and 1 black for a 2/4 legendary creature human rogue with menace. It also has a ward cost of sacrificing a creature, Savage. Forge gets +2/+0 for each treasure you control. Whenever one or more players sacrifice one or more creatures, you create a tapped treasure token. This ability triggers only once each turn. I love that the ward cost synergizes with the treasure production trigger, just brilliant. Now, I don't know if it's just me thinking this because these cards were recently spoiled, but Thalia and the Gitrog monster would love this, right? Like a lot, you know. Slimefoot and Squee would as well. Forge may end up being a huge staple. Anyways, Hugh Grant goes into tons of sacrifice and treasure-based decks. Henzi is a clever include, sacrificing a creature every one of your turns, getting tons of treasures, and the cost to blitz is lowered over the course of the game. Nonsense combo right there. I'm thinking Korvold, something degenerative like Jury, maybe Ziatora. The avenues you take with Forge are honestly endless. Due to its typing, you could include it in a human shell as well. I think this might sneakily be a really solid long-term value card out of the secret lair. Holga, Relentless Rager, is 4 of anything and 2 red for a 4/6 legendary creature human barbarian with haste, and it must be blocked if able. Whenever Holga attacks, each creature you control attacking a player gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each creature that player controls. I do not care about any of the text on this card besides the creature type barbarian. Balthor the Stout grows more powerful with each passing day. We need more barbarians in this game so badly, and Holga ain't half bad. 6 mana is a lot, but it has to be blocked, attacks right away, and uncharacteristically for a red card has a lot of toughness. Like, that's a ton. I'm not used to seeing red cards with butts so big and haste, it's weird. Anyways, Barbarian deck, the dream is becoming more and more of a reality. The less changelings I have to use, the better is all I'm trying to say. Doric, Nature's Warden, is 3 of anything and 1 green for a 3/3 legendary creature tiefling druid with vigilance. When Doric enters the battlefield, search your library for a forest card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Whenever Doric attacks, you may pay 2. If you do, transform her into Doric Owlbear Avenger, a 6/6 legendary creature bird bear with vigilance and trample. When this creature transforms into the Owlbear, other legendary creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain trample until end of turn. At the beginning of your upkeep, transform Doric. Yo, legendary tribal Owlbear, I'll take it. This card's hilarious. You also don't have to search for a basic forest, it just says forest land card, which means you can get Dryad Arbor or Arctic Treeline or a Triome or a Capenna Triland. Sick versatility there, especially since the card is begging to be in a legendary creatures matter type strategy, which usually lean 5 colors. Hilarious card, and you get to transform on attack for only 2 mana. Might not seem great at first, but Joda or Sisay or Essica would probably get a real kick out of this card. Edgin, Larson is Lutenist, great name, is one of anything 1 blue and 1 red for a 3/3 legendary creature human bard. Each non-land card in your hand without foretell has foretell. Its foretell cost is equal to its mana cost reduced by 2. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, go target creature an opponent controls. Okay, the first thing I'm thinking of when I see this commander, the Kaldheim Commander Phantom Premonition pre-con deck that was literally a foretell deck, and Edgin can't fit into it. That has to be frustrating for players who like foretell, my goodness. Almost like seeing Dream Devourer in black, and that's basically the same card as this, just less attractive. Now, it isn't like there's no commander support for foretell in red. Mizzix, Replica Rider, Uvilda, and Nasari. You could run Kaikar, Wind's Fury, and combine all the best bits of the 3 colors. Regardless, Edgin's ability is quite strong, giving foretell to basically everything that doesn't have it, and he also comes with a baller trigger that plays politics at the table. Not a card design I was expecting, I must admit, and is it foretell card that goads? I just didn't see it coming. If you want to run Edgin as a commander, you don't really even need that much foretell support. Just run Is It big spells like one with the Multiverse, Swings of the Second Sun, Keeper of Secrets for some nice foretell synergy, Omniscience, all the goodies. You know, in a way, Edgin is kind of like Joyra of the Gitu, getting to the relative same destination, but taking a different path and goading everything along the way. I kinda dig it, not gonna lie. Now, stay tuned for more spoiler info the second it comes out. Hit that like and subscribe button to make me feel better about myself, and as always, I'll see you next time.